just get started before I talk myself out of it and before everyone else comes back home from the store. Hello, my beautiful, wonderful, lovely friends. Welcome in to another video. I do not have a reading for you here today, but that's okay because I still have a message. Let me make sure this is straight. I still have a message for y'all, okay? First, let's take a deep grounding breath. Thank you so much for joining me, coming to get these messages that I got for you. I got to remember to look at the camera. Okay. Yeah, so thank you for joining. Let's start there. As you can tell from the title today, the message is going to be having an anchor, the importance of having an anchor. Oh my God, I just got my necklaces all. The importance of having an anchor. The reason why we're talking about this today is because recently a quote was brought to my attention, reminded to me, I guess you could say. And the quote is, I should light this. I don't have my lighter in here though. Damn it. The quote is, you have to place your feelings and self-worth in two different places so that when feelings get hurt, it does not affect or change your self-worth and like what you think about yourself. Y'all, I'm trying to use my candle lighter to light this, so give me a second. Hopefully we get a little spark or something. Here we go. Y'all see that smoke? Period. I didn't take notes or anything on this. This is like a first trial run for this video. So if I have to like clip shots and videos and stuff together so that the message can come out clear, I will do that, okay? Okay, we got a little Palo Santo going here. So, the importance of having an anchor. That is today's topic. The reason I said why we're talking about this is because in life, there are many things that happen. If you can imagine life to be like a cord, right? Like a long string. There are many knots in it. There are many ropes. The string goes all which ways. Think of a tapestry almost, right? That's our lives. And so by having an anchor or a needle, essentially to be able to thread with, even though, you know, you don't know what's going on with the rest of the yarn back there, all my crochet or like craft people, you guys are going to know exactly what I mean. But even though you don't know what's going on with the rest of the yarn and you could see the tapestry of what has been built so far, you don't have the full vision always. And so an anchor is essentially the needle that allows the thread or our lives to really like poke a hole into the right place, be intentional about where we're poking the holes, have some kind of blueprint or pattern. This is what the anchor is, right? And so with that being said, an anchor can be anything. It could be a feeling. It could be an entity. It could be an emotion. It could be a time period. It could be literally an anchor could be anything. It could be a penny, right? If you've ever seen, I was about to say Insidious, that's crazy. If you've ever seen Leo DiCaprio's, help me, somebody think of it. Inception, thank you. Inception, they had an anchor, right? They had something that they had to let them know what reality they were in, essentially. So the message is that there is a call right now, not right now, but just essentially this is something that needs to be had, but there is definitely a call to ground back down into your anchor. I just feel like this year and the next 10 years is going to fly by, but I feel like there's going to be so much intentionality behind everything that is happening in these next 10 years. And so it is essential for, again, the needle. You need to be able to thread. Imagine trying to create a tapestry with just your fingers, right? It's like God gives us the tools and things that we need to be able to create a masterpiece, the masterpiece being ourselves, the masterpiece being our lives, right? And so the anchor has to be bigger than you, whatever it is, right? It has to be something that you can go to that's outside of you, I guess. I say that with quotations because, for example, my anchor is within me. It's inside of me, right? But I can see my anchor outside of me because the anchor that is within me is also connected to everything. That's my anchor. So when I look out and I see beauty and I see union and I see connection and I see all of those good positive things, that's me being reminded of my anchor, because are you following what I'm saying? I hope this is making sense. I don't want to over explain anything. So for a lot of people, God is their anchor. And I feel like we're coming into a time period where people are getting more comfortable with multiple disciplinaries. And I'm trying to like word this so that it comes out, but I guess I just need to say it. Like, y'all gonna have to take what resonates, leave what don't, okay? If it's not your message, it's not your message. But people are getting more comfortable communicating and connecting with entities regardless of the religion, regardless of the spiritual root of it. I feel like there's a lot of connection happening nowadays. And I feel like a lot of deities and entities are making themselves known, okay? And I feel like certain groups and collections of people are being called together at this time. And so with that being said, having an anchor is your connection to that, to know where you fit, right? If we think of the tribes of David, every single tribe, every group had, I think it's of David, forgive me if I'm wrong, but every tribe had a gift. They had an anchor. They had something that was bigger than them, that called them to where they were. And that was like generational. It was a lineage type thing. It wasn't just something that like, oh, I want to be a singer. It's like, no, I'm from a bloodline of singers. I'm from a family of musicians. I'm from a family of poets. I'm from a family of mathematicians, right? So it's like this, I feel this call of Holy Spirit saying, connect to your roots, okay? This is bigger than religion. This is bigger than spirituality. This has to do with like a soul level, where your soul is home at. Because I feel that souls are coming home. They are drawing home. And so this feeling that the world is going to end that so many people have, I feel like what that is our souls knowing that we're being called home. And so this is school, right? This planet, this level of earth is our school. We are in class down here. And so, but with that being said, we still have the geeks, the jocks, the theater kids, right? We still have niches, I'm trying to say. And so with those niches, that is your soul family. 8:03 when I look at the clock. So this is confirmation. You are connecting to your soul family at this time, and that is the confirmation box importance of having an anchor, okay? You don't want to have more than one anchor because, like I said, you can't serve two masters at one time. So you need to pick your anchor and land on it, ground on it. If your anchor is love, let it be love. If your anchor is passion, let it be passion. If your anchor, did I say anger? If your anchor is anger, that's something else, right? But just know whatever you're anchored in is what you will be given from the universe, if that makes sense. Okay. 8:36 when I look at the clock, we're going to leave it here. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. I hope you understood what I was trying to say. I hope you were able to get the message that I am putting down, picking up what I'm putting down, okay? I love you so very much, and I'll see you again in another one.